Alrighty, guys. Good morning. Is anybody else exhausted? Yeah. Alrighty. Just finishing a couple settings here. Bradley, can you say something for me?
Titties.
Sweet.
Titties.
Gotcha. Okay. My output settings were a bit strange. Alright. So, I'm going to start with the 10 iRacing dollars. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Hayden Young. Lost the win, but won $10. So, I'd say that's a good trade. Alright, Hayden Young. Okay. Alright, let's see what kind of goodies we got today. Alright, looks like absolutely absolutely nothing. So good job. Yeah, that was really close, Steven. Really, really close. Yeah, so we'll start with pace lap. Yeah, there was definitely some checking up. That was a really tough start. Nothing bad here. Just a small mistake. Looks like no damage. Right, and so this is Alright, so this is going into turn 2. Yeah, this is a tough one. Just gonna get a couple different perspectives here, but just trying to see how hard it actually was for Ken to make this call. So Ken's actually, like, you can kind of sees, if we use John as a reference, John's staying on that white line, so Ken's coming across to open it up, and then hits Aaron. So that's a risk he's doing to maximize his line, and we'll see what effect this has on Aaron. Let's get to a straight. Wherever one of those is. A little bit of wheel damage, just a tiny bit though. Alright, so it doesn't look like he had to pit for repairs. So we'll just give 1 point to Ken, as that was his choice to open it up and be a little bit more risky on it. But because it didn't cause many positions lost, like he may have lost a tiny bit of time per lap, but I think that's pretty minimal in these conditions, I'm guessing. Number 66. Alright, so Damian made a mistake at that one corner, so he's just slower. Will caught up. And there was a lot of room to the left, a lot of room to the right. I was just going to kind of walk through my thoughts on this, is that Will makes that choice. Like, whoever's on the inside, you have to trust them. And Will did trust him. You know, with the wet, we all know you push out really wide here easily. So he's probably worried about going out wide here. But in turn, he didn't leave enough room so that each of them could have done something different. And I would just label that a racing incident. It's unfortunate. Damian could have gone slower, but I really don't think he could have done too many different things besides just letting Will by. A little tap there. Okay. Just want to see if he rejoins. Oh. Okay, well, he did a good job being patient. Right, yeah, tough one to read. Curtis tried, very much tried. You could argue he should have come to a complete stop, but well, shouldn't really ever. Oh, my game just crashed. But yeah, you should never really have to come to a complete stop unless it's, you know, a blocked road. Let me relaunch that. All right, it's loading. But yeah, that was a fun race. So far, the incidents haven't been terrible. We'll go back and check the start just to make sure nobody was crazy with their run. Not necessarily how many passes they make, but taking advantage of gaps and all that. I assume more people were leaving some space just because it was wet. So it's kind of a exception to that, in a sense. All right, just about there. So unfortunate for JT, but same incident.
Damien, what the?
Aaron did a good job avoiding that. See how many more are in the same incident. Oh! Okay, so we got Mr. Dew and Gardner. Yeah, misses his breaking point. Actually, let's see, because this is a really fast corner. it's going to be a tough one, I can tell. Now, really, John starts braking about here, which is about the 150. And I'd say the expected braking marker is about 100 in this kind of condition and on the first lap. So that's, especially with the lower visibility, I mean, that's relatively unpredictable. Just going to check a couple small things here to see how Charles was doing if he were to make it. So right at the 50, he's going 132. Let's just check some other people that made it through here. 104. $111. So yeah, definitely overshot it. So despite the relatively unpredictable braking, that was still not going to make it. So nothing for John. 4-pointer for Charles. Small mistake with a big outcome there. We know it wasn't intentional. Right, just misses braking. Oh! That's funny. What is going on there? Oh. Is he driving like that? Oh, that was from the... Oh, gotcha, that was from that hit on Will. And then car just wouldn't turn. Okay. See, if he rejoins, I'm going to assume... Oh, he did. But it was good. Mr. Wesley Smith, our new driver who blessed us with his presence today. Very good.
Oh.
That was a slow one. Toes. And for a lot of these, oh, that was really close, and glad that all worked out. Nice rejoin. Okay, nice job. All right, just called it there. Oh. Well, good avoidance and recovery in the end. Solid rejoin. Nothing there. Wait, how did I get back? Is this a different one? Just... Oh my gosh, it is. But it's Brian again, because this is the first one. Lap 2. Yeah, the Porsche. Okay. That was a good rejoin. Yeah, it's gonna do that. Good rejoin. Car on him by the next corner, but that's all right. And the wing goes. It's gonna be trouble. Does not pit. See, probably another issue coming up here then. Good morning, Raul, and great race, man. Great quality, especially. Alright, that was fine. It was open enough road. He let it just roll off track, so that's okay. Yeah, then no wing spin. I think that's alright. Stayed out of the way. Nobody really got scared. Which, if you get scared, it's not really punishable. It's kind of on you. Nice. Waited for it to be cleared. Got his car across the track. And good rejoin. Yeah, a lot of mistakes were made from everybody. There's a lot of luck, too, and how those mistakes end. Nice rejoin. All right, there we go. Just one little spin, solid rejoin. And that's all it takes right there. Oh, and oh, whoa. 15 miles per hour when he hits. And that happens. That's insane. That is absurd. I have no other words for it. Okay, good job. Okay. Reading the people coming at him, he can back up as long as that looks like the proper body language. Good job. Expect nothing less of Brian. Absolutely nothing less. There's his spin afterwards. The opposite way across from the track as we just saw. It was good. Nice, it was close, but nothing wrong there. Same thing. I'll say so far it's been a lot more just people spinning than people hitting each other, so that's preferred as far as how it can go. Oh, my cat's doing some weird shit. Untrustworthy felines, I swear. Alright, that looked good though. Yeah, those Italians. Good job. Yeah, he joined while a car was going by, but he was off the racing line. Very predictable. Did you guys like use your fast repair or something in some earlier time? Because that'd be a great time to use it. Good rejoin, nice and patient. Ow. Good job, the room was left for him. So you could join safely like that. That's good. Yes, tiny adjustment, nothing worth a punishment. Just be aware when you're joining on an apex like that. It should really be a little more clear. This is interesting. So we got John Gardner as a blue flag, and then Paul Corrali on the lead lap. Right, John's just like just a little bit of a misunderstanding, and with the lack of control. Like if it were dry, that would have been fine. I don't think that's worth any punishment. They were all both trying. Nobody did anything egregious or. All right. All right, so what we notice here is Ken sliding, does a good job here holding his brakes, and then releases. His car rolls forward and Will hits him. So we're going to take a look from Will's perspective, because I'm going to assume it looked like he had room and the car closed it. That car's going out. Yeah. And that gave Will this damage, and pretty sure this is where his race ended. Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a 4-pointer for Ken, just because he let go of his brakes when he shouldn't have, and then the contact caused a race to be ended. So no action for Will. If he just continued holding his brakes and Will still hit him, that would not be an issue, but because he released, made his car unpredictable, and it ended poorly. Number 66. These cats are absurd. Alright, so not awful. Let's take a look though to see if there's anything we can see differently here. Okay. Alright. Brian's just playing it safe. I think the going right was a little bit of a misread. I don't think Yella did anything really bad there. It's just Brian was being extra safe and getting his car ready. I think that's going to be a tower. Stays way out. Waits till it's clear, but is making progress. Good job. We're about halfway through the race now. Just gonna keep on fast forwarding through these. Good job. Yeah, that's it for him. Right, this was that turnaround he had just done with a good rejoin. All right, all good there. All right. It's pretty apparent. All right, nice job. Just keep on cruising through these. Just keep it going. All right, probably a wise call with how that was damaged. Good catch. Very nice. Go, good patience. Yeah, nice rejoin. Oh, this one was pretty crazy too. All right. Not even a rejoin, didn't go off track. Good call. Reading the other car's direction. He just got out of the way, so that was okay. Go ahead and notice his car's coming. Decides to wait for that last bit for the rejoin. Alright, we're almost there. Maybe 15 more. Good rejoin. Good job keeping it out of the wall. Nicely done. A little bit of trouble there, but that was good. All right. All right, nobody's even nearby on that one. like 40 miles per hour. Holy cow. Oh man, that looks rough. Yeah, Curtis, really doesn't take much. Some of these are just barely touching a line, and that's that. Oh, this is what we saw earlier. I was wondering where he went, expecting Paul to pass me. Oh. Alright. So good avoidance. Let's see. These guys are on different laps, so Charles did not lose a position. But very good job. Oh wait, or did he? Because now we're 20 and... Oh no, that's lap number. Yeah, so great avoidance. Definitely a poor rejoin, because nothing bad happened, just do a 1 point. Forcing somebody off track to avoid you is definitely considered a poor rejoin. Number 10. All right, nice job. All right, no problem there. Without a wing, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that was acceptable. All right. No problem. Okay, good job. I mean, look, lots of incidents, but great job from just about everybody being mindful in their rejoin and, not ending your race to rejoin, but not ruining other people's as well, just to get back on track. So, really good so far. Okay. It's a good save and good rejoin. There's the opportunity. Good job. And then I don't know if this is, it's like as the race is ending, maybe. Either way, no worries. And this should be post-race. Yeah. Lap 25, 58th minute, 59th minute. All right, well, that is everything. Great job from everybody. I know that was stressful. It was hard, but hopefully fun and a little rewarding. So, yeah, next week we got a 90-minute race. Despite what the session may or may not say, it's going to be 90 minutes. It is going to be Nürburgring combined, 24-hour layout. So we've got the whole interior arena area, the GP section, and then we've got the full Green Hell area as well. So practice up, join the practice Tuesday race, practice throughout the week on the hosteds, and be seeing you guys Sunday. Great job.